guys, Happy New Year. So I returned back to Virginia, where I live, on December 30th. We had to retake our living room and do some cleaning. We had a lot of wedding gifts, we had a lot of packages that came from Disney, because we had pretty much, we did a lot of shopping for one, and then secondly we just decided to ship a lot of the packages back because Chris really spent a lot of money. I'll do a haul video soon, and this is just a video, just some thoughts and and then some videos that will be forthcoming in the near future, and just kind of a really quick summary of our honeymoon. I'll probably do a little bit of my wedding. I'm not really how much sure I'm going to do about my wedding, because I don't really, my friend took video, but I don't really know. I'm not a videographer, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the footage for the wedding. I didn't do, I like travel day vlogs, but unfortunately I actually didn't get to do a travel day vlog. So we got married Saturday, and then we got home late because we helped clean up, and I know some people are like, oh, well, you don't have to help clean up, but I just felt like I had to help. So we helped clean up, and then after that we went to the hotel room, and then we slept, and then we woke up and I realized I had left one of my book bags at the carriage house that was on the venue. So I had to run back and get that, and then we were pushing the time because the wedding venue to the hotel is 20 minutes, and then it's 55 minutes drive from the venue to our house, and then we had to go to the airport. Well, we unloaded all of the stuff, all the presents and stuff like that, into our living room, and then my parents picked us up to drop us off to the airport. So it was just a little too crazy for me to do a travel day vlog, and I was super tired. I was so tired, and so I just wasn't in a vlogging mood. And it's I have mad props to these bigger YouTubers, the travel vloggers, the YouTube vloggers, and because it takes a lot to video every day, you think it's just oh, whip out your phone, take some video, but if you want to get nicer shots, you really have to think oh, do this, do that, and I videoed, and I've realized I love the Disney vloggers that do day to day vlogs, but I just realized for me that's I don't know, I can't do that. I don't think I'm that interesting to do that. Maybe I am, I don't know. But some of the stuff, one vlog, I really wish I could video. That one, I wish I could have taken you guys with us, but they had a rule against videoing because we did the I forgot what the official title is now, but it was the Rhino Tour, so we got to go, and I thought we got to go do a little bit more with the other type of rhino, because there's two type of rhinos at Animal Kingdom, the black and the white, and I forgot which ones we saw. I can't remember. I have to go back and review a lot of my footage, but they only showed us one type of rhino. I think it was the white rhinos, and we got to pet a rhino, well, not pet, but really touch it, and that was really super cool. And I couldn't take video, but I did a little vlogging here and there, and then I just did a lot of videoing. I've kind of now that I've doing YouTube for a little bit, not a year-ish, this channel's not quite a year old. My other channel turned a year old in October. I've kind of developed what I'm comfortable with, which isn't true vlogging style, but I don't know, it works for me. And I videoed a lot at Disney. When I got to Universal, I think I was just tired. I didn't video as much at Universal, but then I think I also really didn't have that many plans. We did the luau, I videoed the luau, and I'll do a review on the luau at Universal Studios. But I really didn't do a lot of vlogging or videoing at Universal. The first full day that we were there, we did the luau on Saturday when we got there. And then I think on the 22nd, I kind of had like a I'm done moment. And I'm an introvert. And I think just having 6 full days of Disney, then, you know, like the luau, and then going into Universal where it was like getting more crowded because it definitely was like Christmas break season, and the crowds had just like peaked. My back this trip was super like angry. I don't know why, like it just was super angry. Like I like thought I got it all worked out, but it just was so angry. And I think the combo of my back, the crowds, and just being peopled out, I had a timeout mode. Like Chris is like all in the Fossil Watch store, and I was like, we need to go. Because like we went in the parks and stuff like that, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. And so we went back to the room, and I like took a nap, and I like watched a little bit of like TV, and then I think we did something else. I forgot what we did. And then we went back in the parks at night, and it was like, I think just taking that time just to breathe and like decompress and like de-people like really was like, it helped me, because then I enjoyed myself. I had so much fun at night, and you know, like Potter World at night is like so awesome, and just the park at night, just like a different vibe and different feeling. And I think because a lot of people were also at dinner, and so like the park was a little bit less crowded. It was perfect. You know, and then it made me realize that I love the parks during the holidays, but I don't think I can do them anymore during Christmas holiday week. It just got too crowded. I don't even remember it being this crowded when we went last Christmas, or well, Christmas of 2017 was the last time we went during Christmas. And we actually went, that trip was a little bit different. We actually went kind of like the peak season of like the Christmas insanity. Like we got to Disney World like I think like 4 days before Christmas, and then we went to Universal I think like sporadically. I think we put like Universal days like 2 days. We did Universal Christmas Eve, I do remember that. We didn't do any of the parks Christmas Day, and I think we went back to the park, like the Universal on the 26th. And I just don't remember the crowds being that insane. They were insane, but I don't know, this was, maybe people were like, the economy's doing a little bit better, people have a little bit more money in their pockets, so maybe they're just going out more vacationing. But I don't know, like the park level was like insane, and even at Universal, like, and then I had friends that are at Disney, and it was insane at Disney. So I don't know, but I'm definitely not doing that again. If we go, I'll go either early December, or we'll go, you know, in January. Like the few days after January seem to be pretty light before the marathon, and even during the marathon it wasn't that insane. But yeah, I think that was like, I told Chris, I was like, I can't do this anymore. And next year we're not even planning to go to Disney for the holidays. We're actually probably not going to do anything for the holidays, because we are going to plan a Japan trip to 2021. We also want to go to D23, and then we also want to go to Disney because it's 50th anniversary. So I think like next December of 2020, I guess I could say this year now, we're not going to have any plans, because we're going to just save all of our leave and all of our money for those big trips. So 2021 is going to be an expensive year, especially if we can do D23. But we definitely, Japan is like the main focus, and I really want to do a trip to Disney World for the 50th sometime, but definitely not Christmas week. So what are your feelings about Disney during Christmas? Do you like it? Do you not like it? You know, like, have you ever been? It was just a little much for me. And I don't know, like, I had a lot of fun. It was funny because like when I sat down with my friend, he was Chris's best man, and he's like one of my best friends. Like we got to his house because Chris parked his car there, so because his house is a lot closer to the airport than our house. And we went to Shake Shack, and because ever since I landed at Disney World, I wanted Shake Shack. I just was craving Shake Shack. So I was like, you want to go to Shake Shack? He's like, yes. So we went to Shake Shack with our good friend, and you know, like, we started just telling him a little bit of what happened, you know, during our trip. And then like, I'm like, oh yeah, we did this. Oh yeah, we did that. Oh yeah, we did this. I think because it was like such a long vacation for the both of us that it was like, and it was like continuously good things kept happening, you know, that we like, you know, oh yeah, we did that. Oh yeah, we did the Rhino Tour. Oh yeah, we went to Kite. Oh, we did drinking around the world. Like, da 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 da. So it was like really good memories, you know, that we've built on our honeymoon. And I have to say, like, it was awesome. Now, 2 weeks is a long vacation for us. Like, me and Chris, like, we've worked hard. We do work hard. And like, you know, and usually our vacations at most are like 5 to 7 days, but 2 solid weeks. I was actually feeling I think by like day 9 or 10, I was like, I kind of want to go home. I kind of want to like cuddle with my corgi, and I kind of want to like detox from people, especially when like the Christmas crowds started coming in, you know. And I really like, that was the one thing I didn't really miss like work. I didn't miss work at all. I just missed my corgi, and I missed my house, and I missed my bed. Though I have to say, Universal's, like, okay, I like firm beds. Universal's mattress was like awesome. And Chris was like, is that why you kept sleeping so much? Like, I think it was combo of me needing to kind of detox from people, and then too, that bed was like my favorite. It just was like the perfect firmness for my back, and I don't know, I loved it. So yes, Universal, like, awesome beds. Is there any other resort that you've been to, Disney or Universal or you know, other, that you love their beds, that you just are like, I'm just gonna sleep my whole vacation? You know, we had a lot of good, we made a lot of good memories, I have to say. And you know, like, we had a lot of good cast member experience. Well, I guess we can say that. You know, it's funny because Chris's friend works in he works in one of the Disney departments where he could randomly add credits to our account. So he added fast passes, he added table service credits, quick service credits, and like snack credits. So like me, you know, I'm like trying to see how much, you know, like, is the Disney dining plan worth it for us? Now, I had mapped our credits out, our table credits, and we were perfect. Like, we were perfect. We just had to, you know, spend the quick service and the snack credits. And I don't really plan that much with the quick service and the snack credits, because I'm like, well, if push comes to shove, we'll just spend them at Epcot. And then I like check my account, I'm like, why do we have so many credits? And then Chris comes out of wherever, like, we were in Galaxy's Edge, he's like, oh yeah, so my friend just added a bunch of credits to our account. I was like, oh, so that's why we randomly have like more credits than we're allotted normally. And I have to say, it did come in handy, because like we took our friends came from, well, technically my friend came from Malaysia. He's Danish, but he went to Denmark, picked up his wife, and his wife came to the US. And then they spent some time with the host family that they, you know, that he had lived with when he was in the US. That's how I met him. He was a foreign exchange student. And then he came to our wedding, and then he was like, hey, I want to plan a Disney vacation. So he booked with me, and then we did all day was Galaxy's Edge. Though they took some time to do something else, I think midday, because we went to Toledo's in the morning. We met up, hung out in Galaxy's Edge, went back, got freshened up, and we went to dinner. We met at California Grill. And so yeah, that was actually really good too. So because we had those extra table service credits, we actually like ended up paying for their dinner with the table service credits, and they paid for the alcohol. I have to say, honestly, like, if you go to California Grill, like, even if it's to your table, well, I mean, it depends what you get. Like, we definitely got our value out of the dining plan. And I think we always tend to, just because of how me and Chris eat, we always get value out of it. And actually, like, I was contemplating pushing us to the deluxe dining plan, because, like, we, like, do more table service credits than we do quick service, but But then his friend kind of made us into it. Like, he gave us so many credits that we didn't have to, like, well, we didn't know. I just didn't decide against it, but we ended up having tons of credits. You know, and that, I mean, that's not normal. Like, that's our friend who sprinkled a little bit Disney magic because he had the power to. But we just had a lot of good, like, experiences. Like Ohana's, like, I walked up, you know, I'm like, I know, like, the fireworks are going to start at 10 o'clock, you know, and it's not like the fireworks view that you're getting at California Grill. Definitely a better view at California Grill. But I was like, hey, you know, is it possible? Can we get a fireworks table view? And the hostess was like, oh, we've already filled all those tables. So we go get sat, and we're just like, she's taking us, you know, all the way around, all the way up, like, passing empty tables that are like, oh, there's a spot for two, or then she keeps walking, and then boom, fireworks table view. I was like, yes. And it was awesome. We didn't get a fireworks table view at California. Well, we kind of did, but it wasn't like, you know, the table's closer up, get a better view. But we actually did have a bad view. And, yeah, we just had a lot of good experiences, even at Universal too. Like, people give Universal a lot of, like, well, slack about their I don't think they call them cast members. I don't, like, what do they call Universal employees? Are they cast members too, or are they just employees? Like, are they staff? But anyways, they, like, people give them a lot of slack, but I have to say, Universal's customer service has come a long way. Like a lot of these people are very, very awesome, you know, and very nice. Like, this is the first time we've stayed at a Universal resort, and I have to say the check-in for Universal as opposed to Disney was like a breeze. Might be because it wasn't the same volume, but still, like, it was pretty easy. I mean, like, you know, here you go, blah, blah, blah. He was trying to give us a parks view room, but I was so tired. I was just like, if our room's ready, I'm gonna take it. Because as much as it'd be cool to see the parks, I'm tired. I just want to fall into bed right now. And so it's like, he was being nice, but the parks view room wasn't ready yet. So I was just like, I was glad that he did, like, approach it, like, give me the option, but I declined. Which some part of me is like, why'd you decline it? But then some part of me was like, especially the sleepy part, was like, good call. And actually, I liked our view. Like, yeah, it was like is it I-9 or whatever? But I don't know, I liked seeing the hustle and bustle of, like, the cars going, and we did see, I forgot, I think Chris called it Old Orlando, or, like, there was, like, Ferris wheels and stuff like that, and so we just still had a view, just not parks view. But yeah, I definitely am going back to Universal. I actually did upgrade my pass to annual because we're going back in, well, I'm going back in June. And so yeah, so we'll see. And then, the one bad experience, I wouldn't say bad, but it just kind of was, it sucked. So our very Merry Christmas party experience was a complete washout, literally. So I don't mind rain. We had our ponchos, we had, you know, I didn't bring my umbrella that night, but we had ponchos. But it was completely wet, and then not only, like, it started raining, and usually, like, Orlando rains, just rains and then it moves on, and then it maybe rains again. It moves on. No, this storm, like, parked itself over Magic Kingdom and just was lightning and storming and raining, and I actually was, you know, the line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, I don't know why my brain blanked momentarily, was like 20 minutes long. I was like, yes, I'll get to ride it, you know, no problem. Whether Mother Nature said, nah, hold up. And, you know, and it was like funny how some people were like, well, when is it going to open again? They're like, well, it's lightning, so we can't operate it during lightning. And, like, people were like, well, when is the ride going to come up? When it stops lightning. I'm just like, they can't control the weather. Like this is for your safety, so you don't get electrocuted when you're riding the ride. You know, lightning is unpredictable. We can't be, like, so Mother Nature, are you going to like stop, you know, lightning so we can put people on this ride? Like, it doesn't happen like that. And like, it just kind of is like, why are people dumb sometimes? Like Disney isn't stopping the ride to make your lives horrible. Disney is stopping the ride to make your lives safe, you know, like, and it was lightning a lot. And so, you know, that, and like me and Chris were like, well, what do I do? Because I ended up just cutting the line, because I just was like, well, you know, I couldn't get, because where we were, because I was actually like 7 people away from riding the ride, which is even a little bit more frustrating. I was like, do I stay? Do I go? And like, I was trying to pull up the radar, but like the internet, like in that part of like the ride was like really, really like angry. And so I couldn't check the radar. And I just was like, you know what? I text Chris, he's like, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's letting up. And so I went out, and then when I got, you know, out of the ride, the radar was like pretty much like over Magic Kingdom. And I was like, oh. And so like, we were like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, you know, it's like, there's not really much to do. I mean, I guess we could have go to Haunted Mansion if it was open, but, I think it was. I think that was one of the only rides. I think like Pirates and like Haunted Mansion were like the only rides operating. And probably some, I don't really know if, what other rides were operating. But we were just like, well, and I was like, I'm not really hungry to eat a lot of the snacks. Well, I wanted to eat like a lot of the snacks, but I'm just like, yeah, by the time we go over there, I don't know, we just decided to leave. So Disney actually, and this is like, I don't know, I thought I read like on the tickets that it's like rain or shine, but like Disney gave us like 1-day park tickets, or we can exchange them for like another party. So we had it was like a card, and we didn't know what to do with it, but on our last day at Disney, we actually went, we were leaving Hollywood Studios, and we went by the guest services, and we actually asked a girl, and she had never seen them. So she went back and she asked, and she was like, yeah, this is actually a 1 park ticket. And you have up until December 17th of next year to use it, because the Christmas party was on December 17th. And so we have 1-day park hop. I mean, not park hop, 1-day park pass. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And so she loaded up into my Disney experience. And so I have 1 year to use it. So I've been contemplating doing a cruise. There's like a 3-day cruise, Columbus weekend, Disney cruise. And I was like, well, maybe we'll fly down Friday morning, do park day, like pick one of the parks, and then do the Disney cruise. But we'll have to see, because like this year there's a lot of plans, and I got invited to a wedding in San Diego, which I don't know if I can swing it. Like, just traveling to Cali is rough, but I'm like, well, maybe I can like tell my boss I'll telework when I get to Cali, and then do the wedding, go to Disneyland the next day, telework a little bit, and then fly back, and then go back to work, because it's on a Monday too, so I don't know, we'll figure it out. Anyways, guys, this video is getting long. I just wanted to show some thoughts. I'll have videos on the Rhino Tour, I'll have food reviews, and oh, on our trip to Miami, I didn't do a lot of videoing at Miami because it was a family thing, but I took as much food video, so I might just do like 1 video on just like foods I ate, but I might put that on KaijuBites, because KaijuBites is more my food review channel, so go like and subscribe KaijuBites. But yeah, so Miami I didn't do a lot of filming because it was like more family time, but we had a blast. Cuban food is amazing, because Chris is half Cuban, and so I was in heaven. And we had just a lot of good foods, I gained 5 pounds. I measured myself yesterday, and I'm like, well, New Year's resolution, but we're gonna go out. We're heading to DC tonight, to the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, because they invited the Star Wars costumers out. I think it's just me and Chris signed up for right now, but we'll have fun. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.